I'm gonna go ahead and focus the tower. Umoja is rooted. We're gonna get some great damage onto her. We're able to get the pick onto the Umoja. We're gonna do our 2 ult combo, launch the Charybdis into the other realms. We're able to get ourselves a double kill. 2 people are up. They are rotating up. There is the Argus. We're gonna use our beads Aegis, portal on out. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request and a skin showcase for the Valhalla Vice, Heimdallr, and Gary. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. As always, the full build is in the description down below. If you are a returning viewer, I think Heimdallr is in a weird spot. He doesn't have an attack speed stem, so he doesn't build the bow builds really well. And he has anti-crit kind of built into his kit. He only does 65% of the crit damage, so he doesn't build crit really well either. So he's in a weird spot. So we're going to build a few attack speed items and some additional power items. So let's go ahead and jump into Heim's kit. Heimdallr's 1. Heim's going to throw his sword into the air. It's going to shine bright with light and reveal enemies within 80 units. Heimdallr can refire this ability to call the sword down, causing it to fly to the target location and damage enemies. Heimdallr's 2. Gallahorn. Heimdallr is going to blow the Gallahorn for 2 seconds, causing enemies in front of him to lose movement speed and attack speed while taking damage every 0.5 seconds. While blowing his horn, Heimdallr is immune to knockouts. When Heimdallr ends the cast, either through canceling himself or after 2 seconds, he's going to release the Gallahorn for his final blast. This blast damages enemies and knocks them away from Heimdallr. The slow percent is 15% at level 1, 25% at level 5, and the slow duration is 1.5 seconds. Heimdallr's 3, the Bifrost. Heim manifests a fragment of the Bifrost at a target location. When 2 fragments are placed, they become linked, allowing Heimdallr to traverse the Bifrost. The greater the distance of the fragments, the longer it takes to begin traveling, and the longer it takes for it to be usable again. If Heimdallr places a 3rd fragment down, the oldest fragment vanishes. Enemies that walk between the 2 fragments are revealed to Heimdallr. Heim's ultimate. Heim's going to charge forward, axe ready. If Heim hits an enemy god, he's going to launch them into the air. A Bifrost portal is going to appear, and Heim sends the launched foe through the realms of Muspelheim and Niflheim before returning them back to the battleground at a random location in front of him. Muspelheim burns the enemy every 0.5 seconds for 1.5 seconds, and Niflheim slows the enemy for 2.5 seconds. And finally, Heimdallr's passive. When Heim gains vision of an enemy, he gains physical power up to a maximum of 5 gods. When an enemy god would disappear from vision, including stealth, Heimdallr continues to see them for 4 seconds. Heimdallr's critical strikes only deal 65% of the bonus damage. The physical power per stack of seeing an enemy god is going to be 2%. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point to our 3, level 2, put a point to our 1, level 3, put a point to our 2, level 4, another point to our 1. We want to max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 2, max out our 3. We put a point into our 3, so that way we could teleport from red to purple. It's not necessary to do this, and I don't think it actually saves you that much time, but we thought we'd try it out this game. For our start, we started with Leather Cowl and tier 1 of Ichaival. Leather Cowl is going to provide us with 15 physical power, 7 MP5, 10% physical lifesteal, and 5% attack speed. It has a passive that while you're within 55 units of an allied god, you're going to gain 10% attack speed. If you are alone, you're going to instead gain 5% movement speed. For our relic, we went with Aegis. Taking a look at the enemy team composition, beads would be helpful, but we're kind of worried about the Camazot's ultimate, the Charybdis ultimate, and some of just the Charybdis damage. So I feel like Aegis is the smarter relic of the 2. Heimdallr does have an attack chain. His first 2 hits are AoE hits, and then his 3rd hit is a strong single target hit. We're going to go ahead and activate our 2, get some pressure onto this Umoja, go ahead and ult her, take her out of the fight. Now we want to put some pressure onto this Charybdis. We missed some basics. We should have, right there, kept damage onto this Umoja and not worried about the Charybdis 3. Charybdis is a lot out of position, and her dash is down. We miss our 1. We're We're going to kind of fall back. Kumba's doing a great job peeling for us. In fact, if we would have kept fighting right there, we probably would have gotten the pick. Camazotz is here. That's Camazotz's ultimate. Cam's able to get the pick onto the Goomba. We're just going to go ahead and sit back, play it super safe right here. The magic number that we're looking for is 1800. That will allow us to get Ichaival. For starter items, I think Leather Cowl or Gilded Arrow are both really good on Heimdallr. We do plan to pick up Ichaival Transcendence. Normally you would think, oh, get Transcendence early so you can start stacking it early. But if the enemy god has Ichaival and we do not have Ichaival, we're going to lose that fight every time. So we're going to pick up Ichaival just because it is the strongest single hunter item right now. Then we're going to start working on Transcendence. We're going to go ahead and contest this Draugr. Emoja is very weak. We're going to activate her too. Get the basic onto her, and we're able to pick onto the Emoja. Morgan Le Fay rotates in. That's Charybdis' dash. We are able to secure the Draugr, and Morgan Le Fay is able to secure Charybdis. We're going to go ahead back and pick up Ichaival. Ichaival is going to provide us 30% attack speed and 35 physical power. It has a passive that every successful basic attack increases your physical power by 15 and reduces the attack speed of your opponent by 7% for 5 seconds. This can stack up to 3 times. So that 35 physical power can go up to 80 physical power, which is a pretty large increase.
Be right back. What a nightmare.
80 physical power on a single item is really good for physical characters. If we can, we want to try to land 3 basic attacks and then throw our abilities, so that way our abilities are scaling off of the 80 power instead of the 35 power. In between waves, we're going to try to pick up as many camps as we can. We're getting hit by every Emoja stun. We're going to go ahead and use our 2, focus on this Charybdis. We miss our ultimate. Super unfortunate right there. Try to get some damage onto this Charybdis. Got some good damage onto that Charybdis. That's Charybdis' ultimate. That's Umoja's ultimate. Kumba was able to dash away. Umoja is so weak, but she is able to wiggle out. We're gonna go ahead and teleport away. They didn't step up, so we're just going to go the normal way instead of the safe way. Camazotz is now here. We're going to fall back. They're able to get the pick onto the Kumba, but he's under tower and in his passive state. We're going to go ahead and try to get some damage off. We're able to get the pick onto the Charybdis. We're able to get the pick onto the Emoja, and Kumba is able to get back up. Morgan Le Fay rotates in and is able to clean up Camazotz. That is like the perfect play off of a Kumba Connor's passive.
Maybe next time.
He goes down under tower, so he's pretty safe. Camazotz can't do anything without stepping into tower. So the carry and support step up, and then we're able to just get the pick onto both of them. And then Kumba also gets up. If Charybdis' third auto attack, the one that does 3 basic attacks, was able to hit the Kumba, he probably would have gone down right there. I think that third basic attack on Charybdis is weak, except for it plays really well into a few things. Persephone ult, Odin ult, Rakan ult, Kumbhakarna passive. Like, there's just a few things where having 3 auto attacks for a single auto attack is really strong. I just wish that if you hit all 3, it actually did more damage than the first 2 basic attacks. I think there's a lot of weird things going on with Charybdis. Cool character and cool kit by design. There's just some funkiness with her ult. Basic attack feels a little weird.
Mistakes do not happen twice.
We're gonna go to activator 2, slower. We're able to get her to use her dash. We're gonna go ahead and make it look like we're backing. She's gonna step up. We're gonna use her 2. Her dash is down. We're gonna go to activator 1, chunk it down.
Out of beta, I am sorry.
We're gonna go ahead and back. We were peeking our purple. We do have enough money for Transcendence. Transcendence is going to provide us with 35 physical power, 300 mana, and 10 MP5. It has a passive that you permanently gain 15 mana per stack and receive 5 stacks for a god kill, 1 stack for a minion kill. This can stack up to 50 times. 3% of your mana is going to be converted to physical power. At 50 stacks, this item evolves, gaining 10% cooldown reduction. Whenever it is fully evolved, it's going to provide 1050 mana, 10 MP5, 35 physical power, and 10% cooldown reduction. 3% of that 1050, let's just call it 1000, that's going to be an additional 30 physical power. And then you also have your base mana. Each 1000 mana that we have is going to be about 30 physical power. So Transcendence scales really well. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate, that's her beads. I'm going to go ahead and activate her 1, we're going to get the pick. One more basic will do it. I'm going to step into tower. Get the AoE hit off the tower and get the pick on 2 Charybdis. This skin does not have a special emote, but this skin does look really cool. Other than the Toon Mania Cthulhu, I think this was my favorite skin of the patch. So I did mention it earlier, instead of going Transcendence, Ichaival, we're going to go Ichaival Transcendence. I think it just makes a little more sense whenever we're fighting into enemies that have Ichaival. And Heim cannot really go over the attack speed cap very well because he doesn't have an attack speed stem. So we're going to avoid going too much attack speed and going into Silver Branch. Then he also has 65% damage on crits, which means if an enemy god gets spectral armor, crit damage is only going to be increased by 5%. Normally it's 100%. So Heim doesn't build crit fantastically. You can build it and it's not the worst thing in the world. It just feels a little weird. Like 65% damage on crit whenever you're doing an AoE hit on multiple minions or on multiple gods feels okay. But if they have spectral, crit is doing nothing for us. We're gonna go ahead and ult the Charybdis. That's the Emoji ultimate. We get stunned. She body blocks us. We're able to get the pick onto the Charybdis. We're gonna keep fighting. Emoji's doing a lot of damage. Minions are here, and we go down. We're able to get the pick onto the Charybdis, but we go down to the Emoji.
Be careful, right?
And the Shimoja's not bad. She's hitting a lot of stuns. She's ulting and body blocking us in there.
Retreat, right lane.
For our second relic, we went with beads.
No problem. Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is down. On my way.
We're gonna go ahead and teleport to lane because there's a big fight going on in right. Normally we do not like teleporting to lane. We get polymorphed. That's Argus. We're gonna fall back. Hair goes down. Get some damage onto this Cam. Cam's able to dash away. Oh, get it. Oh, the root was just out of range.
Nightmare.
wiggle out of this Charybdis ultimate. We're about half health, no potions. Right now we have 148 seconds on our 3. We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate, get CC immunity, and dash away. Kamizatsu's under tower. We're gonna go ahead and use our 2, activate our 1, get some damage onto him. He's very weak. Bakasura is here. He's able to jump in, clean up the Kamizats.
Excellent work. Now, give me the money.
So the further we travel in our 3, the longer the cooldown. Oh, Umoja's here. 3 people crashing on her. We should be able to get this pick. Of course, we get stunned. Umoja ult. Oh, she might actually get out of here. The further we travel on our 3, the longer the cooldown. So I do not like going from fountain to lane with our 3. Because if somebody shows up, the enemy jungler or mid laner, we will not have our 3 to get away. We want our 3 in lane so that way we can get out of bad situations. Our team's able to scare the Gold Fury. We do have enough money for Aussie. We're going to go ahead, clear a few camps, hit another wave. Still have about a minute on our 3.
Be right back.
We're just going to go ahead back and pick up Aussie. Aussie is going to provide us with 25 physical power, 20% physical lifesteal, 25% attack speed, and 15 flat physical penetration. It has a passive that if you drop below 35% health, you're going to gain an additional 30% physical lifesteal for 5 seconds. This can only occur once every 15 seconds.
An ally has been slain. Nightmare. My little eye in the sky.
Now that we have Aussie, we should be able to just kind of stay in lane as long as we want. Just keep the lifesteal on off of things. I'm going to go try to get some damage onto this Umoja. We hear Charybdis nearby. Taking a lot of damage. But we have Aussie, so we can just lifesteal it all back. Charybdis ultimate. Ooh. We're able to dodge that one. We're going to go to Activator 2, get the knock up, eat the Moja into the tower. Not our best target selection. We probably should have gone for the Charybdis, but we were a little afraid of getting beads and then just being out of position. We're going to go ahead and use our beads so that way we don't get follow-up damage from the Charybdis. We were a little worried right there. They popped a Heavenly Wings or a Sprint, so we're going to go ahead and use our 3 to just slide on out of that Umoja ultimate. Morgan Le Fay rotates in. We're going to try to slow this Umoja with our 2. Oh, she's so weak. That is so unfortunate. Hera's here. We are actually terrified of Hera right now. One Argus and we're dead. We're gonna go portal an inch away, but Harry's able to get the pick onto us. Right there, I think it was poor portal management. If we had another portal a little further away, we probably would have gotten out right there. We're gonna go ahead and start working on Odysseus Bow or Oboe. Big fight going on in right. It's a 2v4. If we take a look at Heimdallr's passive, the large crystal that is currently cracked means that we can use our 3. The 5 little crystals down below means those are the people that we have vision on the enemy team. We're going to go ahead and portal up. Since we walked a majority of that distance, it's only about a 50-second cooldown instead of a 3-minute cooldown. That's Argus. We're gonna lose a lot of health all the way. Harry's still chasing us. Now that Argus is done, we avoided her polymorph. She's got nothing. She's got nothing. Charybdis is out of position. We're able to get the pick onto her. Gold Fury should be coming up soon. Kimizatsu's on their purple. We're gonna go try to focus the Sumoja, and we're able to get the pick onto her. That's Cam's dash, and he's able to get out. We're gonna go ahead, hit a few camps, and then probably back for Oboe. Hit the greatest scorpion first. Okay, good. So pre-purple buff, we're sitting at 2.1 attack speed. With the purple buff, we're sitting at 2.19.
Middle lane. Be careful, middle.
Umoja's nearby. We're gonna go ahead and just portal away. Play it super safe.
Enemy ultimate down.
Right now in the build, we deal great damage to squishies. Not a ton of damage to the tankier characters on the enemy team. We go ahead and use our ultimate. Bakasaur comes in, uses his ultimate.
On my way.
Charybdis goes down. No, she doesn't. She's very weak. We use our 2. We're able to get a pick onto the Charybdis. We're going to focus the Shimoja now. We use our beats to avoid her stun. Missing a lot of basic attacks.
Retreat. Retreat.
We want it. We're chasing. She's out. Unfortunate. We're going to go ahead back and pick up Oboe. Odysseus Bow is going to provide us 40% attack speed. It has a passive that every 4th basic attack triggers a chain lightning, damaging the target and up to 4 by nearby enemies for 15 damage plus 60% of your total basic attack power. Oh no, I made the mistake. We did not pick up Oboe. We went straight for Qin Sia because we had the money. Qin Sia is going to allow us to deal great damage to the tanks. Qin Sia is going to provide us 40 physical power and 20% attack speed. It has a passive that on basic attack hits, deal physical damage equal to 3% of the target's maximum health. If the target had over 2,000 health, this bonus damage scales up. The effect reaches a maximum of 5% of the target's maximum health at 2,750 health. So with purple buff, we're still sitting under the attack speed cap.
Middle lane.
On my way.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
That's Hera's ult. We're gonna go ahead and kind of just fall back. We got some good damage on her. Looks like our team is kind of sieging now. Charybdis and Umoja are rotating over. Hera goes down. Kimizatsu rotates in, uses his ultimate. We're going to kind of peel into the jungle, avoid some of this if we can. Throw up our 1, get some damage onto the Zama. That's the Mojo ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto the Amaterasu. We're going to activate our 2. Get the knock up onto the Umoja. Our Morgan Le Fay goes down. We need to pick good targets right here. Camazotz would be the best target for us. That him or Charybdis? Would love to get Charybdis out of the team fight. I'm gonna go ahead and focus the tower. Umoja is rooted. We're gonna get some great damage onto her. We're able to get the pick onto the Umoja. We're gonna do our 2 ult combo. Launch the Charybdis into the other realms. We're able to get ourselves a double kill. 2 people are up. They are rotating up. There is the Argus. We're going to use our beads Aegis. Portal on out.
Retreat. Be right back. Yeah. Time to get out of here. Cover is blown.
That was a successful siege. We were able to get 2 towers, get a few picks. Now we're going to go ahead and pick up Oboe. Oboe is going to put us over the attack speed cap, but we are just barely over it. Oboe is going to provide us with 40% attack speed. It has a passive that every 4th basic attack triggers a chain lightning, damaging a target and up to 4 by nearby enemy gods for 15 plus 60% of your total basic attack power. The counter push is happening. Bak is able to get the pick onto 1. Alma uses her ultimate.
Attack the Gold Fury.
On my way.
We're going to go ahead and make a play for gold.
Watch out.
Pick up the purple. Purple is actually doing nothing for us right now, because we're already at the attack speed cap with our build. I think we were sitting close to like 2.4, maybe 2.3 without purple buff. So that means we're only over by about 10 to 30% attack speed. Which, if we didn't want to and we wanted to optimize a little bit more, we could have gone into the Executioner over Odysseus Bow. I just think the Oboe bonus damage is really nutty in team fights. That's an Argus. We're going to go ahead and portal on out. We're still hanging out in the team fight. Get some basics onto Umoja. Baka's able to get a double kill. A triple kill. Almost got a quadra kill. That's 3 down or 4 down on the enemy team. Chalk's putting some great pressure onto this Hera. If she goes down, that's game. Looks like that's game. We're going to go ahead and get the middle Phoenix. The closest timer is about 20 seconds. We're just going to march it to the Titan and end the game. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.